Hello, and today is box building day. As an overthinking person, what I did was I went and I built a 3D model of all of this, compiled from things that I could get off of the internet and dimensions I could take with my trusty vernier calipers, and came up with a very nice and tight layout that I could fit as many things in there as possible, the being the drone, and I think it was in total about either 8 or 10 batteries, along with the basic set of spares that came with the quad, with the little keys and wrenches and things to be able to fix stuff on the go on when I grabbed my little case and went out. Well, yeah, sure, I went through that process, but building the actual case itself is a little bit time consuming, and I have got a week and a half left in total before I need to go on holiday. So it might have been a tight squeeze if I wanted to fit that in. So anyway, so I just thought, well, let's go out and buy a pre-built case, at least one with nice foams and things and already pre-cut stuff. And now it's just a matter of slicing and dicing this internal thing to make all of the bits fit. But as you can see, just making the bits fit, well, the quad's going to take up more than half of the space, right? So it is going to be a tight squeeze to begin with. And I don't know how I'm going to make the different layers of things fit, because I originally had it similar to, might as well pack it here, similar to the way it got shipped, with 4 batteries stacked like that, or similar to that, and then the quad in that and that in there. I'll probably still aim at something, a configuration like that, but it is going to be a very, very tight squeeze. And obviously this little bit of foam comes as one big block, so I'll probably slice it in half to have different layers of things. There's still a very thin layer here at the bottom, which I'll probably keep because that'll be the base layer below all of that. It does not leave a lot of room for other support or things in between the quad and the batteries, for example, right? I can probably do something like that. I've got plenty of foam and things lying around, and there's another yeah, so I'm gonna make a plan. So look, I'm not gonna try to narrate this as I go, because otherwise I'm just gonna get frustrated, because I need to think and plan this out, because obviously I don't have tons and tons of replacement of foam blocks. Luckily the case itself wasn't that expensive, but still, you don't want to go and have to buy another just for the foam, or just go buy foam. I can probably do that, but regardless, anyway, so I'm gonna slice and dice this, see how I can make it fit as many things in here as possible, and just see how it goes. Anyway, thanks guys.
train crawled slowly through the dark. Its wheels kept chanting their slope song. Next crossroad slipped into the night. Dim lamps were swaying, lost in calm. She got in with the cool night light. Green eyes so gentle with sweet stars. Perfume mist wrapped me in the night. She was so near, but quite afar. The silence held us in its hands. The moving world began to slow. The eyes just met, no dreams, no plans, no past, no name, no yes, no no. Steel sharp breaks tore the night apart. The green gold eyes became so sad. And when the train was gone, the night wrapped us up, hugging on the tracks.
Okay, so this is just to summarize what my quad box ended up looking like. Okay, so this is how it starts. Empty box with a nice thin layer of foam at the bottom. That's obviously the primary protection. You head over to this piece that allows multiple things to slot into it, but it just halfway fills this container. Here at the bottom, then you can put in 4 750 milliamp batteries, nicely tucked in. Might have to expand that spot 1 or 2 clicks, but anyway, so that fits in. This one in that corner, this one in that corner. Just get that nice and a little bit deeper, the cable fittings. Okay, so that's that. Here you've got the quad. It fits in nicely. Then we go with this little piece, which has got nice cutouts so that it fits in nice and snug. Then at the top, 1000 milliamp battery, another 1000 milliamp battery. Then we've got 2 more 1000 milliamp batteries, so a total of 8 batteries fitting in here. Turn that around. And then we've got a power supply. We've got, well, a charger. It's not power supply, but anyway, charger. A bunch of spares, which we can slot in there as well. And then for the fun of it, we can add this on top. Before I do that, you can see here that I am squishing it a bit in. So I'm expecting me to reduce the number of spares in here, or just take them out completely. But then we've got a little bit of a gap there, but look, we can always fill that in. But regardless, even with this in and it taking over a little bit more space than I want to, there's still a lot of space here at the antennas that none of the foam actually come into contact with the antennas. And that is crucial for me, so none of those bend. All of the camera remains nice in place. That fits, this fits, and it just closes up and it locks in. Voila, perfect little quad box.